Locally owned and operated for over 50 years, Delaware Camera is your #1 spot for all your camera needs, education, accessories, printing, and more. Located at 2635 Delaware Avenue in Buffalo. Visit cameraspot.com.
True Believers, Mark from Delaware Camera, for the 30-something straight week. How many is it? 34th straight week? 35, if you're a real true fan of the...
37.
37. Well, those weren't on dates. We're good. So, another Tech Talk Tuesday live, as always, on Instagram and YouTube. Housekeeping, because we got a special event today. We're doing a talk with producer Will. So we're going to do some quick housekeeping to get you through to Will. Quick housekeeping, Nikon just has a new sale on their Z lenses, Z cameras, a bunch of stuff. So stop in, check that stuff out. Especially if you're into Nikon Z mount stuff or getting into mirrorless or the crop sensor stuff. A lot of it's on sale for the next little while, so come in and check it out. Tamron just extended their instant rebates as well. So if you're a Tamron user, it might be a good time to jump into some new stuff as well. Yeah, okay, so. One thing I want to talk about, we're having a special in-store event with Tamron and our rep who represents the Mac Group, Saramonic, Nanlite. We're going to do an event on December 3rd. We'll have news about it soon, but right now we don't have anything really scheduled except the fact that it's happening December 3rd. And we have a couple of reps coming in. We'll have some local reps too as well. So people from the community, local businesses coming in, talking about what they do that relates to us. So come in and check that out. December 3rd, we'll have plenty of hype about it for the next 6 weeks. I think that's away. So 6 weeks, we'll have that coming up. Tomorrow, that's 2? All right, tomorrow. Tomorrow we have our first of our classes back. We have a portrait class. It's a Zoom class. If you want to sign up for it, go to our website. There's a nice banner there that says we got classes. So go there and you can sign up for the classes there. Portraits tomorrow, I think it's $35, so sign up there. It's limited to 20 people, so if you need special help or want to ask questions, our instructor will answer your questions for you. I think it's 6:30 tomorrow, so check that out. So something we wanted to start doing as part of our housekeeping section of the class, or the talk, or the Tuesday Tech Talk, is we're gonna focus on different products, because we have a bunch of products in the store, as you know. We sell a lot of ProMaster stuff, other brands, but we're not going to mention that because we're talking about ProMaster right now. So one cool thing in the store, which has been in the store for a while, which I think is really awesome, is the Hitchhiker tripod. It's a kind of a tiny tripod that we have. Has a built-in phone holder. So if you're looking to put your phone somewhere or something, you need something really small to give your phone stabilization, or you want to do some selfie type videos that you don't want to just have that selfie look, you can put this up somewhere and make a video. Another cool thing this has is as a built-in cold shoe. Where are we looking? Here? Right here still? All right, so as a built-in cold shoe, if you want to put a light on here or a microphone or something. There's also an extra large version of this thing. So which one of these is the extra large? So the extra large is even cooler. So as you can see, as I'm holding it here, this can be a handle for a phone. But it also has a built-in selfie stick. So you can extend this like so, and if you're into doing selfie, I don't know if selfies are still cool, but into doing like selfie-ish videos, you can do this with your Hitchhiker, and it folds down into this compact size, so you can put it like in a bag or in a big pocket. In winter we got big pockets, so it's cool for that type of thing as well. This has a removable head, so you can put different heads on here as well, which is another cool feature that it has. So this is the Hitchhiker tripod. It also has a Hitchhiker XL, which is the one I just showed you, which gets into a selfie stick, gets bigger and all that jazz. So we got them in the store. So if you're looking for a solution like this for your whatever you're shooting or creating, we have that here for you. Next up, what's that? Next up, we're gonna have producer Will talking about what he does in addition to what he does here. So in a moment, we'll have producer Will on. Those of you who are on YouTube will go to a quick break. And if you're on Instagram, you're going to stay here right with me. So. Producer Veda, failure. All right, we're good. So I'm here with producer Will. If you've watched the show, you've seen me yell off camera to producer Will, who is right here.
What's going on, everybody?
So producer Will is, I mean, as far as this show and stuff, I think you've kind of been the driving force behind it. Like, you came with the idea, and maybe, I don't know, who came with the idea? Was it me or you?
It was me and you. It was together. It was
we were kind of talking in the store one day, and we were like,
yeah,
we can do that. And we decided to do it. And 37 weeks later, we're still doing it. But in addition to like doing this, Will does a lot of other stuff. So we're going to talk about some of the other stuff that Will does, because he is what do you call those people who do everything? Like a Renaissance man? Is that what you are?
Yeah, I heard this thing, multi-potentialite.
A multi-potentialite.
That means the potential to be great at various things or many things.
And I think you are.
Listen,
and I'm not just saying
always
that.
fine-tuning, bro. You know the deal.
Yeah, we're always learning, getting better, and all that good stuff. So, so what have you got? So, I know you've been taking my new employee Dean away for some shifts.
Yeah.
Tell me what you're doing with Dean. Tell me that's one of your projects. We'll start with that project that you're doing.
Right now, we're going to the Buffalo Police Athletic League and Ford Motor Company. They have it's called Ford Critical Conversations, in which we're talking with 5 police officers and 25 youth at East High School. And it's a 2-hour session in which we're recording all this great data. Kids are talking about how they feel about the police and safety and the image of the police in the younger person's eyes, because that's very important, especially with all what's going on in the world today, especially like, you know, all the shootings. There was another shooting yesterday, you know, St. Louis, you know, so, and it's just one of those pieces that is one of a kind, and there's 4 major cities that are doing it, and Buffalo happens to be one of them. We got also Detroit, Michigan, and we also have Memphis, and we have Houston. So, you know, basically I'm gonna shoot this with my 2 FX3s here, my 2 FX3s cameras, cinema cameras, and we're trying to make it so if this is something that can go to a streaming service platform, since these are Netflix approved cameras now, that we have something that can basically tell a great story and be able to get it out there, and that's basically that. So 6 sessions, 15 minutes is the end product. Out of an hour of recording, the end product is going to be 15 minutes. Yeah.
So how do you become involved? How did you become involved with something like that?
Thanks to Nakia Kemp, the executive director of Buffalo Pal League. She's been a great friend of mine for many years, and I've been working for them for the past 2 years, capturing their summer programs. Because Pal does stuff year-round under Mayor Brown, Byron Brown's initiative for positivity for the youth. And so basically, in the month of July and August, I'm out there capturing basketball for girls, boys basketball, golf, tennis, day camps. They have an independent health sponsored thing called Play Streets, where it's like involvement with kids, you know. So it's a very like 10 to 12 programs that I'm capturing. and I do slideshows, individual photos, and 60-second videos about each of the programs. And so from there, it was presented, hey, would you like to do this big project? And I said, yeah, absolutely. So it's been great.
So is there is it going to end up as something, or they're still working on that?
Yeah, well, you know, like I said, I found out what the end product is going to be. So the end product is a 15-minute video per session. This is the first of 3 more schools. So basically, we'll have over 100 kids between 2022 fall and 2023 winter. That'll be 4 schools. Over 100 kids, over 20 different police officers, and all that data will be basically put down into possibly, like I said, like a docu-series that I'm going to do.
Well, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah,
that
and Dean
really
has been great. Dean is my other. So when we're doing the shoot, we have a FX3 with a 70 to 200, which is all this stuff has been bought right here at the store, other than the Atomos Ninja. The lens, the cameras, we have small rig products, all right here. We have ProMaster batteries, V-mount batteries. So they're identical setups. There's normally another 70-200 over there. So I'm shooting a tight angle, Dean's shooting a tight angle, and then the A7S3 that's here from Delaware Camera is with our 24 G Master is the center wide shot.
Yeah.
So I'm able to cut away at any time to 3 different shots, you know?
So this is the thing you guys were building on that long live.
Yeah, 83 minutes.
A few weeks ago.
83 minutes of fun.
You were building these rigs up.
Yeah.
So, so you're still working on that project. What other, I mean, people who know you in the community know that you do video, you do music. So tell us a little bit about your music endeavors.
No music, man. No, not today, not today. That'll take forever.
Fair enough.
Let's talk about the gallery.
Okay.
You know.
So we normally have a gallery up. Right now we have some Jeff Barnes pictures up. We had some
Barnes, awesome.
We had some T.O. David stuff up a while ago.
Photos with poetry and all of that.
Yeah. So what have you got planned for our gallery?
Well, you know, I've had about 6 years ago, I got a vision, and you know, one of the things is not many people notice, but I was a scaredy cat as a kid with horror movies.
Oh, really?
And even into my probably early teens.
Yeah.
So basically, I am a horror fanatic to the point that, you know, when we go to Universal Studios, we try to go around Halloween Horror Nights, which is like a month-and-a-half long, crazy sound stages and all that. Yeah. So basically, Replica is what came to my mind. And Replica basically is me taking some of my favorite horror characters and putting them into photo or film and recreating them, coming up with a little like a short film, in which the short film will be here on the TVs at Delaware Camera. So some of the ones I've done so far, I've done Carrie, where we had my best friend, who's my co-partner in this, Nashara Swift McKellar. She's the makeup artist. I give her the vision, and she brings it to life. And then in the beginning, I'm in the kitchen, and I'm like, I don't want Party City, I want horror, I want, you know, like I'm going off on her, and you know, she's very strong, so she's like, all right, bro, chill out, you know. But so, you know, so we kept pushing the levels. We went from Carrie, we did Bane. I'm literally driving down Genesee Street, and I see this dude driving a, what is that thing called, with the 2 wheels in the front and the 1 in the back?
Trike?
It's like a trike, but it's the car version. A slingshot.
Okay.
Slingshot. He's driving a slingshot midnight. I pull up next to him at Springer in Genesee, and I roll on my window and I say, hey man, I'm not trying to like rob you or nothing like that, but I'm doing a Halloween series, and I want you to be a part of it. His name was Tony. Tony was like, oh yeah, no problem, man. We exchanged information. We did Bane. With my makeup artist, my best friend, she's just so awesome with it. She's like bullet holes here, you know, it's all, no prosthetic. The only prosthetic that we did do was the Wolfman. That was the only one. Everything else was latex being laid out days prior to prep. She did the coloring. We got the Beetlejuice, daughter of Beetlejuice, where she literally cut all the triangle pieces of plastic, laid them out, colored them individually, laid the latex out, and then the application's like an hour and a half, 2 hours. We did Freddy Krueger with my man Nathia Jackson, who's a Buffalo firefighter now, but he was working at the Water Authority at the time, and his supervisor had let us shoot at the Water Authority. And so we did Freddy Krueger with my friend.
You mean like where the turbines are and stuff?
Yeah. I'm talking about like stuff that goes back to the Titanic.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, it was amazing, dude. When you go in there, I mean, like, you know, they gave us the warnings and stuff because it's not OSHA. Like the steps are really far between. They're real small steps. You know, so we got in there, and I had my friend Darnell Snoop, my friend Beanie's son. He was the kid, Darnell, that Freddie was coming after. And we have pictures of that here. We have, like I said, my girl Rachel Anderson, who's Addison Henderson's sister. The director, she was my daughter of Beetlejuice with Jamil Cruz and Sally Cruz as the real estate tycoon and the snobby artist, you know? So, and what else did we do? We did The Wolfman with Chris Holly. We did Red Riding Hood Vampire with my friend Erica. She killed it. And it's just a lot. It's a great project. My favorite form of beauty, man, is horror, man. You know, so that's what I like. And I'm just thankful that my best friend, we spent thousands of dollars on latex, like the Freddy Krueger. And we can move on from there. But the Freddy Krueger, she's laying out latex like a week before in the gallon. We're buying fake blood. You know, all this stuff, lay it out, let it harden, then she's got to color it. Then if the eye comes over, 3.5 hours in the chair with makeup.
Nice.
The Red Riding Hood, and you'll see it in the photos, and like the girl Erica, her eye was covered up. It was covered up for 6 hours. Can you imagine having that covered up for 6 hours? I mean, the makeup. So anyway, yeah, but that's Replica. That's will be here at the gallery here at Delaware.
That's what it's called, Replica?
It's called Replica, yeah. You know, because it's basically taking other influences of my favorites, you know, and just kind of replicating them, yeah.
So how soon till we have that up, Will?
We will have it up tomorrow, and it will go, and I have about 14 images. We'll try to figure, I think I've seen 12 slots on the wall, so we have to figure it out.
I got more.
Okay, great. Well, yeah, we'll have 14 images.
Yeah.
All the prints were done right here at Delaware Camera, your number one spot for all your camera needs. Listen, it's real here, Delaware Camera. So, and I'll be done. Check this out.
Yeah.
No more Replica. Come to the store, check it out. It'll be on the TV, it'll be on the walls. Appreciate your support. Thank you to my best friend, Nashara. But how did I get into photography? That's a question. I got into photography.
Taking over this interview,
Listen,
Will.
I'm telling you, we got a lot to cover in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I got into photography because my photographer at the time was Vonnie Powell. You know Vonnie?
Yes.
Amazing. Genius. So Vonnie, it was November 2012, and I said to him, man, I want to get into photography, man, because I want to be able to shoot my own photos for being a musician, you know, anytime, because I was shooting video with people, and my brother Daniel, he's watching on my IG. He remembers we would be shooting like videos. I was with the Eastman Music Company at the time. I was with Personas Audio Electronics. I was with Applied Microphone Technology, and they want updated press kits. They want you using their products.
Yeah.
And so I would shoot with people, and I'm not going to mention any names because they're pretty well known in the town. And they would get ghosted with the footage.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, dude, I got to get into it. So Vonnie was the first person and the only photographer, the only one that poured into me how to get started. And then my other boy made up Productions, Billy Fortier, who's been shooting for Pharrell and all these people. I'm so proud of him. He was the one that got me into video. And then I met a person like yourself when I came here.
Yeah.
So, you know, like a year into shooting photography, I was here shopping at Delaware Camera. You know, I bought my first Canon 70D, and then I got into Samsungs, which
Remember
I got, and I traded my Samsungs in here, and I went strictly Sony.
Yeah.
So I started off as before even getting to the point where we're producing this great show, as a customer.
Yeah.
And so that's why I always pump up Delaware Camera, because right here you have people that are really gonna help you out. You know, I mean, you've seen all the people we've had on here. Vicente, you know, we've had Bridget Ford, we've had Jeff Burns, Stephen Gabris.
Yeah, we got a lot of people.
People who are all part of the community of this store.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's not like I bought stuff at the big brand stores before and they don't even know what they're doing. It's just their job just to sell. They don't give you the attention.
Yeah. We give attention almost to a fault here, but
right,
you know,
right, man.
We're always trying, you know, we're always trying to figure out stuff for people. So, but yeah, we've definitely had a lot of people on here who are definitely customers of the store, and that's who we should draw from, the people who are actually support us. And, Steven last week was great. You know, he comes into the store all the time, and he's always talking about us online. We always appreciate that.
Right,
so that's cool. You know, so it's cool to have our alumni, our customers, and all these people coming back and giving back to us. We really appreciate it. And it's pretty cool.
I mean, this is how we keep it going. I mean, I remember when there was no upstairs.
Yeah. It's a relatively new thing.
I mean, it's crazy. Like, you know, the whole staff here, you know, from Bridget to Bill to Mark to all the new people, Kenny and Curtis and Debbie and the OGs like Eric, you know, and Joe Valente and everybody who used to work here stops in, you know, like it's a real community. And this is why between here and Harry's in Canada, that's a gap. That's a humongous gap. And you got a real #1 spot for all your camera needs as a family-based business from here to Philly, you know, so that's why I love it here. And to be able to produce this show and be with my man Mark, who's looked out for me so much, I'm so appreciative.
We try.
You know, I mean, listen, y'all do it, man. Y'all do it. So, that's basically what it is, man. We're going on episode 35.
Yeah, we're doing big things. Next week is... first of the month, this last week of the month is always Artist Spotlight, which is Will. We thank Will for being on, coming from behind the camera to do this.
Shout out to producer Veda.
Our intern Veda is producing this show, doing a wonderful job. Next week is our What's in Your Bag. We do that first Tuesday of the month. Kenny, our new employee Kenny, well, relatively new, he's gonna be on telling us what's in his bag. So check that out next Tuesday, and we appreciate everyone watching, sharing, and subscribing, and thanks always, Will.
Listen, thank you, Mark, and also shout out to Dean Bogart, because we're really about to take the social media to a whole nother level and giving y'all what y'all need. You know, we're expanding here, you know. I mean, between Ray Nason with the Me Photo stuff and the Nan lights, I mean, you know, Stephen Neff, shout out to Stephen Neff. You know, we have gimbals here for the videographer. We have all the new DJI stuff. We have the new DJI drone. I mean, we got a lot of stuff here. You got to stop down to the store and experience it for yourself. Come on upstairs. We have, you know, RGB lights with Godox. We have also Nan lights. We have, you know, all types of constant lights. We have Godox speed lights from the 8200 to 8400 to 8600 to fit all the different cameras. We got Nikon, Canon, Fuji, Sony, Olympus, you know, so this store right here is it means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to the community. Also, your printing. Everything you'll see in the gallery with Replica was printed right here at Delaware Camera, your #1 spot for all your camera needs.
Thank you, Will.
All right.
All right, we will see you guys next week. And
see one.
All right.